The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate your growling and prowling with us out here. Hey, it's all red, man.
I don't know. I don't see red on that gold contract.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Let's go through these numbers. We got the Dow down 166, Nasdaq's off 45, S&P's are down 17. Gold contracts up 240, trading at 12.81. You get silver up 3 cents, $17.04. Copper's down 4 pennies, 3.07 a pound. Light sweet crude down 56 cents, $56.22 a barrel. Notes. 10-year note up 5 ticks, 124.25. 30-year bond up 19 at 152.31. Now that 124, it's the number on the 10-year is 124.24, or a tick above it. What that is, that's the high of the last swing low, and that's going to be really important. If that holds, it's going to be pretty cool because the 30-year yesterday refused to back down. So that's going to say, guess what? Again, lower rates. King dollar's down to 398 ticks at 93.985. The euro's at 117.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113.33 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. Get a little volatility in the marketplace. Come over to our website at TFNN, hit the banner, can bring it up, then put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can walk along with us as we trade these defined option contracts.
You know, it's interesting. So coming in today, I was listening, and yesterday, of course, the market was lower ahead of the open.
Yes.
But then it made a decent run, and coming in this morning, it was lower again. And I said, that's actually interesting. It hadn't been lower ahead of the open a couple of days. And
right.
I said, maybe it doesn't have the strength to rebound as much today. And then I was busy in between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, which was interesting. So I didn't get a chance to see what was happening in the market until I came in here. And, man, watch out, right?
Watch out.
Gold as well. Everything jumping around for sure.
Big time.
You have the PPI coming out today, right? Maybe
yes.
That's putting some fire in things for sure.
Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, we get the TD Network. We get our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, and his team. If you want to understand the option market upside down, you want to understand the futures market upside down, great show. You can go right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. Kevin Hinks, what's going on? We got you.
Hello.
There he is. How you doing, man?
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
We're doing great. So, Kevin.
Can you hear it in his voice, Kevin?
I gotta tell you this first. So check this out, folks. TD Network has a great network now. I was on with Ben and Kevin yesterday morning. We were talking gold, right? So your quote at the end, Kevin, right? I was talking about this on the air yesterday afternoon. You know, because what he was talking about is that big sell. Okay, so the market held that sell. Last Friday went down $10, right?
Yeah.
So it held the sell, and I was psyched that it held the sell. And then when we were finishing, Kevin's quote was that, you know, those big orders, you got to go with those big orders. So, Kevin, this morning I wake up, right? Well, first off, I'm talking about it on the air yesterday afternoon. I wake up this morning, and I agree with you. You know, I fundamentally, I say, okay, that's really, you know, important. So you picture this morning, they nail it down this morning. I'm saying to myself, okay, am I buying it or not buying it?
Sure.
And I bought it, but you were echoing in my ears, man. Do you know what I mean?
No, first thing, I hope there's some therapy you can get if I'm echoing in your ears.
I know. You're in his head, man. Watch out.
No, listen, it's good. It's good, man. But it's important because that I believe that. I mean, do you know what I mean? You can't fight big money. There's
an old saying in the grain pits, it goes is where it closes.
That's what you said. Exactly.
Right.
It goes.
And
Right.
And when you see big order flow like that taken it to new levels,
right.
Sure, it could bounce off that level, but be careful.
Yeah, no, and I will be.
Listen to the order flow that's talking to you.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. It really is. That's experience of being in that pit.
Definitely.
That's what that is. Amazing.
Well, you know what it is, Tom and Tommy? It's the information that you get from order flow.
Yeah.
Right? I have been in this business long enough to know that order flow talks to you.
Yes.
Right? It's information, and it's the best information.
It is.
The order flow and what big players are doing.
Yeah, because there's money behind it. That's not a news blurb.
$5 billion trade.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right. You know, that's not a 1 or 2 or 3 lot retail trader. That's a major market mover that everyone should be cognizant of.
Yeah. You got to love it, man. You got to love it. Seriously.
These markets are fun. I mean, you know, interesting day today in the commodities as well. Dollar down, gold down, oil softer. You know, all the commodities are a little lower, even though the dollar's down.
You know what I loved, and that's why I bought it. What I loved is that the dollar index, folks, was trading down with big volume. It was like, okay, man, Mr. Seller is back in the dollar, too. So it's like, okay, because it's very unusual that you see the dollar down and all the commodities down. It's like,
that is a head-scratcher of a trade for commodities traders.
It is. It is. There's no doubt.
And it just goes against your fundamentals. So what it does is it causes you to pause a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
right?
like, okay, they're going to take everything down. Because if I remember anything at 2007, 2008, people thought gold was safe. And every time I hear that safe, I said, there's nothing safe in the market, man. They sold everything off.
Sure.
Right. Exactly. And, you know, people say, well, I buy gold against, you know, a down market. I'm like, ooh, be careful with that.
Yes,
because sometimes you're exactly right, Tom. They sell it all.
Oh, listen, I remember gold went from 1143, I think, to 660, like in a heartbeat, in that downdraft when everything else was getting destroyed. So.
Yep. I mean, they will exit. You know, when people are not sure what their knee-jerk reaction is, they exit positions, no matter what it is. Right.
Give me my cash and I'll restart from there. Right?
Exactly. And when you can do that, it's pretty cool because when you clean the tables and you have the cash, then you can decide, am I going to get back in or get back out?
Right.
You know, you can think, you know.
Right.
Hey, so what are we going to be talking about today?
So today, like we said on yesterday's show, it's combo week, right?
Yeah.
Where we're talking about combos. Yesterday we did vertical spreads and delta. Today we're doing calendar spreads and Vega.
Nice.
So teaching people and showing them how to trade long implied volatility.
You got to love it. Implied volatility is where it's at.
Today's a good day for that. We're seeing a little volatility.
Well, you know, I'll tell you what, guys. The VIX is not kidding today.
Yeah, right.
That's a solid move in the VIX now above 12.
Yep.
And I had said today coming in, you know, it was interesting to see the market was down ahead of the open for the second day in a row, and my ears kind of perked up. I mean, it did, you know, and just because yesterday we came back charging, and I said, I don't know if it has the power 2 days in a row, and it's interesting either way. Right, VIX over 12, yeah.
You know, it's been very profitable so far this year to buy dips.
Yeah,
in the market, and eventually that trend breaks. Now I don't know if it's today or not because so far it's worked out pretty well. But you know the VIX is starting to tell you that volatility is creeping back in.
Yeah, and those bonds holding too. It's like, man, that bond market is a mind blower. It's like, you know, even the 10-year is right teetering right at that 124.24. Folks. 45 minutes.
You got
45 minutes right here at TFNN. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
We're unafraid, Tom. Let's trade them up.
Oh, baby. Let's do them. Okay.
There we go.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pezzavento and John Jameson are teaming up for a live hour-long webinar Wednesday, November 15th at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time titled The Hidden Secrets Behind Trading and Investing in Cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are some of the most volatile trading markets in the world right now, and this is a webinar that you will not want to miss. In this live 60-minute webinar, John and Larry will discuss a variety of topics, including where cryptocurrencies trade and how to get started, how to recognize supply and demand in cryptocurrencies, and the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and why knowing this one piece of information puts you in the top 1% of cryptocurrency traders, as well as many more topics. Visit the front page of TFNN.com for all the information and to sign up today for Fibonacci 24/7, and we'll see you Wednesday, November 15th for the hidden secrets behind trading and investing in cryptocurrencies.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 124. Nasdaq is off 28. S&Ps are down 11. And let's go into the S&Ps first because the charge is on. They just moved those S&Ps, I think, 6 points up from the bottom. Yeah. So 25.64, yeah, they did.
Yep. It's quick, man.
It's definitely quick. Now, the real kick is going to be, let's bring this a little bit closer, because what you do have is that, the market is used to this bounce, meaning, making it back every day.
For sure.
Now, this would be the line. This would be like a classic ice line, a Wyckoff line, where it really broke down from this morning. And so is that 25.72, right?
Yes.
That's where that is at. So that'll be the battle line that's set up.
We're 1 point away.
That's it, exactly. And, when you're watching the markets, if you get over that point, it's like that gives the bulls more emphasis that I'm buying it. It gives the bears like, oh, no, here we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Particularly because that's the market we've been in.
Sure.
If we go into the Dow Industrials, we take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow out here. So the strength, not much today. You got Caterpillar putting 3 positive points, United Technologies 1, taken away from it. Goldman's taking 17 away, United Health 9, DuPont 8, Disney 8, Boeing 8. That was quite a story yesterday on that Boeing thing we were talking about.
I just can't imagine those sales rooms in terms of the euphoria and the complete demise of the competitor.
$15 billion.
And you lose it within the span of, you're talking about 15 minutes or however that broke down. You had the Airbus people ready to pop the champagne, and meanwhile Boeing walks into the room and grabs the mic. Literally.
Could you imagine?
Literally, yeah. For a $15 billion sale.
Whew. I don't know. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness. Strength out here is Vodafone, that's up 5.2%. You got Western Digital up 3.4%. This will be an interesting one. O'Reilly Automotive up 3.2.
Yeah, so Advanced Auto Parts came out with their earnings, I believe, and they're doing well, cost-cutting as some of it.
Well,
and maybe that's kind of...
Yeah, we'll jump right on that. It's AAP. Let's see. AAP.
Oh, not liking it as much as
Oh, no, I got the wrong one.
Okay.
That's Apple come up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Up
Yeah.
18%.
I was
Holy
like, I
cow.
thought so. That was going to be quite a turnaround from what I had heard pre-market.
That is. And, this has been down bad, but let's see what they have to say, because this is where the...
Yeah, so it was cost-cutting that
Yeah.
was a big part, I guess. Adjusted profit was $1.43 in the third quarter, beating the highest analyst estimate in the Bloomberg survey. Restructured its field operations and sales leadership teams. The share surged as much as 21%. Let's slide down and see if they have some. Yeah. Yeah, look at that chart.
Yeah.
They've
They've got killed, The bottom line is that, I guess,
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, you can only save and cost
Exactly.
for so long, right? I
Exactly.
mean, they still had
Right.
same-store sales slumping 3.4% in the third quarter.
Right.
A steeper drop than analysts estimated, and the company reiterated its forecast for a full-year decline as much as 3%.
Yep.
You don't normally see stocks jumping so dramatically
No, you don't.
just on cost-cutting and profit.
Right.
Usually it's a
Right.
revenue that's their big... Advanced Auto Parts had tumbled 51% this year through Monday's close, wiping out more than $6 billion of market cap. And then the stock was up 21% this morning.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
Take a look at this and bring this back. Yeah, that's a mess. Okay, so that can be a dead cat bounce. 201. You're at 99 right now.
I mean, they're getting their house in order, in terms of cost cutting. But like you said, if things just keep slumping, you can only cost cut for so long until the revenue runs out.
Taken away from the NDX 100, you got JD.com is down 4.6%. Express Scripts is off 2%. Alexa Pharmaceuticals off 1.9%. And Discovery's off 1.9%.
How about Home Depot? Can we jump to them?
Yeah.
Because they came out as well. That's an
HD.
interesting one.
So we got that.
So down marginally.
Yeah.
And they just came out with their earnings this morning, I believe.
And they're right at their highs, too. So let's see what they have to say.
Yeah, so the hurricanes helped them out with people having to rebuild. Let's see how it goes.
Storms reduce operating profit by $51 million. The materials that people buy in the wake of natural disaster tend to be less profitable.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes. They continue to benefit in the rebound of home housing prices, which
Yeah.
spurs owners to spend more on fixing up their properties. Let's see if we slide down.
Last quarter, 92% of U.S. metro areas rose. Wow,
Sure.
that's pretty intense.
Yeah, so revenue climbed 8.1% to $25 billion. I mean, there's a great example, right? You have, Advanced Auto Parts, revenue declining 3%, the stock's up 18%. You got Home Depot climbing 8% in revenue, and the stock's down. Compare with analyst estimate of 24.5. That's an extra $500 million. You know, it's a 0.5 decimal when you're talking about, but profit rose to $1.84 a share. Go ahead.
And look, well, the one underneath it, same deal. Stores open more than a year, they rose 7.9%.
Yeah, that's a staggering number when you think about growing 8% when realistically a year ago was a great time for Home Depot, right? And to add 8%, it's pretty staggering. Home Depot said the hurricanes lifted same-store sales by about $282 million, so maybe that's factoring into that 8% somewhere in there. As one of the bright spots among major U.S. retailers, Home Depot has been dealing with high expectations. So I guess that's why it's down. When everything's factored in to be perfect, right? As we've said many times, they really got to crush it. And it seems like they just kind of came in to meet the expectation.
Yeah. 877-927-6648. Let's go over to that gold contract. So gold out here, folks. We were talking with Kevin. We just talked. Well, first, I put this up. First, we were talking about that sale last Friday. So the sale last Friday, takes it down $10.
Yes.
1287, 1273. It ended up closing at 1274. Out here this morning, you were going after the test of that. So it was really intriguing watching this shake out. So your first level came down. That's at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And then what you had, you came down, that wasn't 6 o'clock, yeah. You came down into that area, and we got to, what does that say, 1270, I think? Yeah, 1269, I guess.
Yep, 1270, I think is the low there.
And as that was hitting it, you can see that's 8,000 contracts going against 4,800.
No, I think you're in the wrong.
Okay.
No, it's like 20,000. There it is.
Oh, 21,000. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So simultaneously, what you also had is if we go over to the dollar index and take a look at the dollar, what you're going to see is that this index was moving lower with volume. And this had a high volume low laying out there. It hasn't been tested yet either.
And that's the PPI number, just to put things in context, at 8:30.
At 8:30,
Yeah.
right. No.
Yeah.
So if you go over to the Nadex platform, what you're going to see, the risk versus the reward was pretty good out here. Let's see if I got this up. Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah. So if we take a look at this, the contract that I bought was the 1275 at the bottom.
Yeah, 1275 to 1325, $50 up, and you got 10 of them. We'll see what happens.
Well, it was cheap. It was only like $100, I think.
Sure. It was, yeah, I think you got it in 1276, so about $10 per contract,
Right.
$100. Yeah,
Right.
we'll go through it afterwards. Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 131. Nasdaq's off 31.
It's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 130. You get the Nasdaq off 32. S&Ps are down 12. And King Dollar's down 408 ticks. We were talking the gold contract, and if we go over to, there we go.
Yeah, so go for it. You got in, let's see, what time did you get into these? At about 8:48 in the morning, and they are the 12.75s to the 13.25, so you got the $50 gold spread. And your price, average price, 1276.05, so we'll just call it 1276 for the math of things. So that is going to be, you know,
It's paying $1, right? $1.05, right?
10.
Yeah, 10, right.
Yeah, $1.05 in gold, but
Right.
$10
Right.
per contract.
Right.
The whole trade being $105 when you add in that 0.05. So that's why your positional value is 420. Your profit loss is 315 because, you know, you got in there with about $105 of value. And yeah, right now this market's trading at 1279.3. Even now the underlying is 1279. A little bit of premium in there. But yeah, we'll see where you have till 130 in this.
Right. And now what's also going on, you know, we've been talking about a few times that I've got in here and the premiums haven't been that high. So yesterday there was an article on the Bloomberg, right? And what it is, you know, of course we know that, but it was kind of interesting. It was interesting reading it. The volatility inside the gold market has been the lowest in 7 years.
Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So in 7 years, folks, okay? So that's very unusual in itself.
Sure.
You know?
No, you know,
and that's why you're not paying a big premium.
Yeah,
I was
No, I was just going to say, because even right now, if you were to initiate a buy, market's at 1278.97, so within 2 pennies of 1279, and you're able to get in there at 1279.4, and you would be risking, you know, we'll put it down there. There we go. You're risking $44, and realistically, you're only paying $4 per contract of premium because the market's at 1279,
right?
And you're getting in at 1279.4 with your risk capped below 1275 and profit up to 1325.
Right.
In light of the movement we're seeing today alone, that's pretty cool because
it
I mean,
is.
just going back until 3 in the morning. That's some serious quick action when you're paying 40 cents basically in premium.
Right.
When you can get, you know, 5, 6, 7. I mean, even what do we get? Coming from 10 o'clock, we're below 1273 up to 1282. So in the span of 10 minutes, you got almost a $9 move, and you're only paying 40 cents.
Right.
4 till 1:30. So you still got 3 hours.
And you can have your choice whether you want to take it off also because, you know, that's fluctuated profit-wise from like 280 to 430 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this. Look at it. It was just one tenth of a, you know, 10 cents, 20 cent spread. You know, there's 10 cent spread back and forth. Tight spreads for
pretty
sure.
Wild.
Yeah.
877-927-6648. Now, let's go over and take a look at our cryptocurrency because we got our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, and John Jameson coming up tomorrow night. Look at this thing, man. This is psycho. Seriously.
Today's a comp day. What are you talking about?
It is, but, you know, yesterday you had a low of 56.05, and you're at 65.92 right now.
Yeah.
And, in fact, you know what's amazing is that yesterday we were talking about by the time that Bloomberg was saying that the market was crashing in it, right? And they, you know, they had to scramble, of course, to do it. But what happened, evidently, is that the Wall Street Journal couldn't scramble because they had an article this morning that it crashed yesterday.
Sure. print,
and it's
in print, you can't change it once it hits the press, man. You know?
Right.
I mean, I'm sure it was a timely article at the time that they went to press.
Right.
But in the land of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, man, you wait 8 hours, you wake up in the morning, the front page news article says Bitcoin crashes. And then
that's exactly what it says,
right?
Too.
And then the 12 o'clock update, if they had one, would have said Bitcoin rebounded. But there's no 12 o'clock update for the print version of the journal, whatever it be, right? Yeah.
Right. We go to take a look at the highest volume stocks. Look at that; it's still down. Oh, I mean,
yeah. Let's pull them up.
Let's go to G.
Yesterday, and it's not stopping today.
And that $11 is sticking out, but it's still blowing my mind that it's going there that quick. So it's down 93 cents today.
Big move on a $19 stock to start.
Oh, my God. Yeah. It's huge. And let's see. We'll put it up. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, you've already blown about this. Yep. That used to be a high-volume low, by the way.
Okay.
You know, on a daily, you'd see it stick out like a sore thumb.
Okay.
So the next number is right there. It's the high of the low, $11.35. You know, when this is first happening, a few weeks ago, I said I'd probably take a year. Well, guess what?
Man,
that's pretty intense.
and that's around the last time they cut their dividend. The time before that was the Great Depression.
Yeah, pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Just after the description, I just want to see how big market cap wise. So still $156 billion company.
229,000 employees.
Yeah, that's going to be getting cut, I would assume. I was listening to Bloomberg a little yesterday, and some conservative estimates are saying at least maybe 10%.
Look at that number come down. 146 billion in 2013, 124 billion this year.
In fairness, though, check it out. I mean, 2015 they were at 117, so a little bit of growth there, even. And they're showing higher earnings from 2017 to 2018. I mean, anytime you can have revenue growth, right?
Yeah.
Earnings growth, 2017 to 2018, and you're a $150 billion company.
Yeah.
That's kind
You
of
can last.
a good deal, right? As
You
in
can
you
last.
can weather that storm and especially when they're being super proactive, like.
The real question is going to be, as these analysts are saying, so when we look at the earnings and you look at the gross number, they can't fudge the gross number. The earnings, that's what they're saying. Well, where is this cash? That's what they're trying to find out. Do you know what I mean? Is it a cash earnings number? Is it an asset earnings number?
Sure.
That's that's the number that is like, okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, so Basil's asking what's going to happen with their new Boston headquarters and all. They already canned, the new guy coming in already canned building a brand new building there.
Okay.
They put it off.
Okay.
That's how it's going to shake out. But that just means they put it off too, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, I would expect the next year or two it's going to be a little rough. After that, you know, they might be able to turn things around and grow. But yeah,
he'll get it going. I mean, they went through 15 years of going down the tubes.
Sure.
Right? I can't picture them. You know, I can see that turnaround happening.
sure, right.
Let's go over to the silver market and take a look at silver. So silver out here trading at, okay, so $16.99. You get 54,000 contracts. It's not a bad setup. I'd like to see it get up, of course, into the top of this range, which is 1727. It's rejected the lows, and it's got, you know, slightly higher lows, but it doesn't have higher highs.
And not quite the move that gold's been having, right?
No, it's not. It's not. And
One more time.
Yeah.
There we go.
So the dollar's still hanging down there. This battle's still on, though. You can look at those S&Ps. They're only down 10 right now.
Yeah. No, it's been jumping around. Dow's been jumping around from about 143 to 117 here and there.
Yeah.
30 points.
We go over and take a look at the DAX. See, the DAX is still, you know, the DAX is telling us that this thing wants lower price. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648.
That's the DAX. That's what happened.
Yeah, right. You get the Dow right now off 116. NASDAQ is down 26. S&Ps are down 10. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 109. You get the Nasdaq off 23. S&Ps are off 8.5. It's already eaten half the S&Ps on the way up.
Things move quickly.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's go to our man Tom in Plymouth. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, good morning, Tom and Tommy. How you been?
We've been great, man. Yourself? You staying warm?
Woo! I got a sweatshirt, so.
I heard you guys got a little cold spell there.
Yeah, it's in the 40s, I guess.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
beautiful.
Yeah,
40s is great.
We'd having a heart attack down here if it was 40 degrees.
Yeah, I'd have a heart attack with 60 degrees down here. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Hey, I'd like to see some sunshine with it, though, But
yeah, that's the tough thing.
Big difference.
That's the tough thing. So,
very cold,
the TVIX, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm back in this thing and played around with it yesterday. Bought it back and then dumping it today. I've got my highs in the 930s, getting rid of it and trying to buy it back at 891 or something like that. I'm wondering what you think about this thing.
Let's take a look. So look at it. The TVIX, folks, is the velocity 2 times short-term ETN, which is based on the cash payment of the underlying S&P short-term futures. The low out here for the year is 795. Look at that. Well, I don't remember this. Look at that. It was a 795 just last week. That's crazy.
Week and a half ago, yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't talked to you in a while. Look at that thing. Oh.
Yeah.
I pay attention to it a lot, but it's like, how low can it go? I mean, I guess it can go lower. I've been watching for that reverse split on it, too. You never know what's going to happen. It gets down there too low. But anyway.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, I like this trade. You know what I like about this, Tom, is that you got that 795, but look at that pop at that, what's that, 929.
Your birthday, Thursday.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's what man, this 929 is game. Well, it hit 942 today, I guess. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, it did go up that high. I didn't get any quite that high, but.
Oh, and that's a high volume high, man.
It was right at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. I think you get some action here, man. I mean, you're in it now, right? Or are you trying to buy it back now?
Well, I've been buying it and selling it. I still got half the position.
No, I'm with it. He's scaling up and scaling down, which is really, that's a cool way of going, folks. You can get confused
the only way to do it
halfway in the middle of the day, but it's a good way of doing it. No, I'm with you, man.
You laugh and you say, well, it can't get up here, it's at 910. Can it get to 930? I'll put it at 933.
I'm only laughing, Tom, because I do the same thing with the S&Ps, man. Do you know what I mean? When I'm really wailing it back and forth, it's like, okay, but I know I'd be biased to long a shot, but if you're scaling up and down, it's a nice way to day trade. So it's
yeah, if it hits, but I'd like to see it. The VIX seems like it's starting to move, and the TVIX isn't moving as much as the VIX is moving. It doesn't seem like in relation to it, but
remember we went through this before because it's not the same thing. There's a big difference.
VIXY.
Yeah.
If you jump to the VIXY VIXY, because that's, I believe, what this is trading off of.
Yeah, this is short-term futures versus the options. The VIX is traded off the options.
But can you jump to the VIXY?
XY, okay.
Let's see if this is, So this is going to be what it's trading off of, I believe. Because this is the short-term futures ETF, and that's going to be trading double that.
That's right. See, the VIX, Tom, trades off the options, not the futures. The TVIX trades off the futures, which is totally different than the option market. And
I do check out that VIXY too. So
the VIX moves more. Remember, the VIX moves much more than
percentage-wise.
Than
either of these would.
Than the move on the futures. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll both move in the same direction, but the bigger move is off the VIX.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You get that jump from 9 till 12. That's a 25% bounce. If you're trading a double, that should be a 50% bounce. But we know that's not how.
Right. And as we're talking, this is bizarre.
Man, what's the Dow down? 70.
Look at this. The S&Ps are only down 4. ES.
You might get that bid, Tom, as this market climbs higher and the VIX goes lower.
Yeah, it's very possible. I'm hoping it doesn't go through that 890, whatever. But if it does, well, hey, buy some more at 880, I guess. I don't know.
Well, what you're going to have out here, let me see if it came across yet. What you're going to have, it's going to be the tax bill, that's coming out as to what's in it today. That'll be the volatility, right? Yeah, he's still saying, Hatch is saying still later today, he's going to see some changes. It says changes are due later Tuesday.
Yeah, and that's as of 9:36, so pretty recent.
Yeah.
An hour ago, that news,
Well, it still keeps you on your toes, this one, anyway.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that, man. Hey, I still think you get some pretty good action here, man. I'd keep my eye. If that dollar stays down, let's go back to the dollar again for a second. DX.
It'd be nice to see that dollar take a little plunge here, but it doesn't seem to want to just quite.
No, there's no doubt. I know. It had the first plunge at the PPI, and it's been going sideways since then. Yeah, because it looks like that when the dollar does go down. We'll see whether there's not a direct correlation, but it seems like that throws some heavy volatility into the market pretty quickly. That being said,
it's making a charge, man. We got
exactly
10 minutes left on the show, and we'll see if the Dow can stay in the red.
Yeah, and Basil's coming up next with his, Think of Swim's coming up next, but then Basil's going to come up with his surfboard, man, start riding those waves.
We get some waves, man.
Okay, brother.
Right,
well, listen, it's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you feeling?
Pretty good. Been getting better. I think I'm back. So.
Oh, good.
No.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Back right for that VIX to spike to like 17, right?
Right.
I'd really be good then.
That's a fact, man. Okay, have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Hey, you too, guys.
Let's go over to the bond market. So the bonds are still holding. This number here is going to be interesting today. So the number that I'm looking at, folks, is this 124.24. That's the highs of the last few swing lows.
October 27th, about here.
And, we came down yesterday. The volume was contracting big, but it wouldn't hold price. So that's a big number.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get that, because the 30-year that refused to back off yesterday, which was pretty intense.
Yeah.
US Z7.
One more time.
Okay, so you can see that 30 is set up nice, you know, compared to the 10. You know, you didn't get close to that, 151.22. You got down to 152.01. So it's going to take some work to get back up, because down, what was that, on the 10th was, you know, that was a good down day inside the note and bond market. You know, when you actually bring them up, you know, we'll bring this back a year. Yeah, 2.38, just over the center for a year.
Sure.
It's not bad.
No.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. And, of course, then coming up next is swim lessons. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Tuesday, I'll be back, and, of course, Andy will be back. Stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks.
Dow's down 48.
Exactly. S&Ps are down 4. I believe they were down 20. Let me just look at this for a second.
I know the Dow is down 143, so we got about a 100-point Dow run over that hour.
And there you go.
Yeah, and S&P is about a 12-point run. Yeah, low is 1264. We're 1277, 2577 versus 2564.
Pretty intense, man.
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Let's check back in on gold. Because gold's been... Go for it. holding pretty steady as the market's been bouncing around.
It's steady. Now, what does happen is this, folks, and this is where if you're trading these, you really want to be cognizant of the 130 close, and that when I did it, you know, it was under the 1275, so you could lose everything.
Definitely.
And as you're coming into the close, the same thing can happen. You know, so if you're trading this, you got to kind of figure this out, and that's what I try to do as we commit to the close. You know what I mean? Because it's nothing. $3 is real simple. That you know your investment just went poof.
Yeah. No, definitely.
You know, so it's. I like the idea right now that I have a high volume swing intraday, and as you get closer, when you get something like this, I could sell half of them and just get my money back, which I may do, by the way. You know what I mean? So, but what I'd really like to do is get like, you know, 1282, 1282 or something. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it would.
No, you got 2.5 hours left. You get some volatility. We'll see where it shakes out.
You get plenty of time. And right now, the dollar index is still down there, and that's important. If the dollar stays down, you know. And we know that you're going to have, we got a lot of action out here. You get the tax deal out here. You get Sessions, testifying. Advertising, testifying. No doubt. Stay right there, folks. We got our swim lessons coming up next. And, of course, I'm Mr. Basil Chapman. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. And Tuesday, I'm Mr. Andy Heck. Don't forget, folks, Larry Pesavento, John Jameson. If you want to understand cryptocurrencies upside down, check it out tomorrow night. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.
Basil Chapman has just announced a special subscriber event taking place Monday, November 20th from 5 till 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. What can you anticipate for 2018? In this 90-minute webinar for subscribers to Basil's daily trading newsletter, The Opening Call, he will be discussing a variety of topics for the coming year, including, can high techs continue to lead? Will the financials be affected by yields, and where will yields be in 2018? The chances for inflation or deflation? What stocks could be affected or weakened in the coming year, as well as Basil's long-term outlook for the dollar and gold, as well as many other topics. For all the details and to sign up for a 30-day free trial to The Opening Call, visit the front page of TFNN.com today. With nothing to risk, this is a great time to try out Basil's daily trading newsletter. Sign up today.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.